catering services.
That's his game. They don't get back. Hayward's look at this steal. Here's the steal. 3-on-1. Alley-oop. Oh, my goodness. Marcus Maven. And you certainly are in love with him here in Louisville. Marcus in the open floor. Hops incredible. Here comes Maven. The steal. Oh, my goodness.
Get up, get up, get up. Let's get ready for Marcus Maven. You're about midway to the midday with Marcus Maven. And you can call in, I lay back and just listen to Marcus Maven. So sit back and relax and watch Maven.
Break it down like this.
Woo!
Broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services studio. Time for Middays with Marcus Maven on
we had an issue with Dropbox, so James is gonna resend me the Brom from yesterday.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. And just judging by the pandemonium that is surrounding the studio,
Jump shot's wet as fuck, I bet.
this is most doubt or undoubtedly a We're in Trouble Tuesday. Steve Rubbage in the building, Nikki V in the booth.
Oh, man. I'm here. I'm ready to go.
He will bust your ass. That dude will take you out down the street.
I believe it.
And he will bust your ass.
I'm trying to figure that out. Or he could be, let it rain. Like Rain Man.
Explain to everybody what we're talking about.
There
Steve.
is.
And pardon my language, people. There was no, listen, the basketball player, the former basketball player just came out out of my soul. My man's walking up the street, y'all.
I wouldn't challenge you.
He has shorts on. He has a shirt with a basketball. It looks like he has some Nike ACG kind of boots, black socks like he's from the Michigan era kind of thing. But listen, long mane. Listen. And it's a Louisville basketball. And he just came by and just studied on us. And listen, people.
Even though that made me think he wouldn't.
I didn't like the way Steve was looking at him and sizing him up. Almost like
Spencer.
Spencer Keith's sizing Steve up. Steve, you can never underestimate a guy who has a basketball in his hand.
No, that's what I was trying to figure out.
Street.
Because here's the thing. I saw him driving in today.
Uh-huh.
And I was trying to figure out, is he for real? Is this like one of those things
is
where
he purposely dressing down?
He could probably go and for real hoop, I mean,
I kind of want to go out and try to defend him and just get crossed up and humbled.
Should go out and get
dudes.
him right in front of the
that bus. You know that bus that pulls up and has the goal on the back?
Yes.
just put the goal on the back of the bus.
He's like,
pull up crew.
Spencer said, "Oh man, you got dress shoes on."
Did you hear that? Did you hear that story ever, Nikki?
That wouldn't
No, but it sounds like something my buddy Spencer would say.
There was a tournament. There was a big tournament, like an AAU tournament at Freedom Halls. The 100 courts is a big old tournament, right? So we were all over there. We're doing a show from over there, and I mean, you could type in the name if you're near Spencer Keatsman. I don't know if y'all remember Spencer Keatsman, who was the producer here. He was wired a little different, to say the least. He's kind of different kind of breed. But Steve Marcus,
the only true on-air fight I've ever had with somebody.
With Spencer.
When he was like, "You really think that the sports matter in politics here?"
I remember that too.
I was like, you obviously don't know anything. You can get mad at me if you want, but you don't know anything.
And he was adamant about that too.
It's like, yeah, I can tell you're not from here and you don't know anything about here. So.
Yeah, so Spencer looked at Steve and Spencer kind of he said to Steve, you're in Sperry's. And it was like, oh, you can't, it was.
Yeah, he was like, hey, after this, you want to go play a game of hoops?
That's what he said.
I was like
You mean like
one-on-one?
against me?
Yeah. He was like, yeah. And he was like, well, never mind. You're in Sperry's. I was like, that wouldn't matter, Spencer. We left. And I remember we were out on the sidewalk and I looked at Marcus and I was like, do I look that bad? Like, is there something wrong with
I
me?
wish I would have seen that
Or
game.
is he just overly arrogant?
And,
Like,
and
I
of
was
course,
like,
I'm
what?
looking at Steve. You know how you almost walk with your friend after they just got punked or something?
Yeah.
And you don't really want to make eye contact. And you're just like,
I don't even know if I'm a tiger.
so we going to address this? Or we going to act like this?
Yeah, I was
We
like,
pretend it didn't happen.
maybe I suck. I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm a joke.
See, he got in your head, man. The
He
game,
did.
the
He
game
might
was
have-
over before it
might
even
have beat-
started.
I'm glad I didn't play him now. He might have beat me. Like, it would have been different. He was like, well, hey, let's go have a free throw contest or something. You know? And I'd be like, because I saw some dudes that can't dribble a basketball that can shoot.
Just
Yeah.
simple,
But
fundamental. I'm comfortable.
I'll say this, man.
Can Drew shoot free throws?
No,
You've seen him shoot a free throw?
I don't know, but I'm just guessing.
See, I don't know.
He's a wily point guard, but he might be like a Quan Four type.
Hey,
You know,
you
a little
remember
bit
that
more
day
defensive
they
specialist.
all tried to call Stephen A. out, man?
Yeah, but he played college hoops.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
I
but
hadn't known that
still.
at the time.
But people, you look at Stephen A. and I mean, dude, they were like, "You a free throw with everybody watching?" He was like, "Yeah."
He
I was
did
like,
kill it.
Okay.
Look, and in hindsight, I'm like, y'all rigged that.
Yeah, it was probably like that was done the day before.
Yeah. They did multiple takes and made everybody sign non-disclosure agreements.
I love that contest we had one time at 4th Street where we was like, you let people. It was. Do you remember that Phil Baker had the basketball?
Oh yeah,
goal?
yeah. And you tried
Like-
to. You had to like. Didn't we have Luke? Like you were going up against
Or
Luke
well,
or
you
something.
could come out, you could shoot a free throw with people watching and stuff. Because I like that, man. Because
Yeah.
Pat McAfee's doing that now on College Game Day. He's like, no, everybody crushes the kickers.
Yeah.
So he said, we're gonna line it up
Yeah.
right here, and y'all, and the dude he had this weekend was like, oh yeah, I'm a soccer player. He's like, I played soccer for 15 years, and Pat McAfee was like, okay. The guy was like, can I kick barefooted? You know, and McAfee's like, okay,
You go ahead.
all right, yeah. Dude tried to kick the field goal with everybody watching and cheering, missed it by 10 yards.
Yeah, yeah,
McAfee was like,
yep, 100%.
right. He's like, and y'all sending these guys death threats.
Yeah. Listen, one of the newer ones, Kevin Hart, reasonably athletic, former basketball player. He was practicing with like the Rams, right?
Mhm.
All he had to do was catch a punt.
Oh God, that looks hard as hell.
Kevin Hart catching a punt. No, listen. But if you sit and watch on TV, oh, idiot. There's 5 dudes coming at you.
Full speed.
Full speed. It'll take 12 yards. You slow down in traffic faster than you can slow down on a football field on a punt return. And these guys are supposed to keep their eyes locked up in the air for what? 5.7 seconds? Is that an average hang time?
Something like that. Yeah.
Probably,
Yeah. So you have to keep your
Yes,
eye,
sir.
and the sun just happens to be up there most of the time.
Yeah.
And if you're in a stadium,
And footballs don't exactly flow straight. That thing's probably
right,
knuckling
they got
and
wobble knuckle going on, and people just like they write off catching a punt like it's just the most routine thing. And it's like when you're on a punt return, you get a couple of punts to catch in practice every day. But it's not like you take hours and hours of free, like free throw. You get, hey, field about 15, 20 punts.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but you can't simulate the speed.
the second,
No.
if I'm back there, the second that thing gets booted, fair
I
catch,
mean-
fair catch, fair catch.
I mean, listen, imagine having like a savage like Jalen Reeves-Maben barreling down on you,
No, thank you.
knowing what what he's capable of.
Ah, man. I can't
Steve,
even.
don't make that joke.
I can't even make the joke
Don't,
now.
don't even. Yeah, I was gonna say. Don't.
I was
don't-
gonna say, you remember when Jalen broke Nick
No,
Chubb's
he
leg
didn't.
in high
No, he
school or in
didn't.
college?
They got into they
Oh,
tangled
sorry.
up
tangled up
and
at 3 yards out of bounds.
but he tried to tap dance inbounds.
That actually, I joke, but really, I Jalen was not in the wrong on that. Like, dude, if you're not gonna go out of bounds, you're gonna get
If
hit.
you're not gonna go
Yeah.
out of bounds, you're gonna get hit,
Yeah, so don't cry about
and
it.
you're not getting quarterback protection.
But he did.
It's just and I was on the phone with him right after too, and it was the most okay, everybody knows, the running back for Cleveland got hurt last night.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to Jalen as they were, still going through the replay of what just happened, right?
Yeah.
And just to hear the football player mentality, like, everybody says in all these sports, next man up. In football, it really is.
Oh, yeah.
Next man up.
See the next play?
Every single play is
running back caught it out of the end zone. They're celebrating. That's why those movies hit tougher when you watch movies like The Program or the Last Chance U, the different who's my guy Booby Miles, Friday Night Lights, because man, football really is that mentality of it's barbaric in a sense of you just move on.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, even I remember Jalen first saying in training camp, he was like, it's kind of weird because it's 8 or 10 of us linebackers, and they're only going to keep 5, and we're supposed to help each other out. And we're like in training camp, we're supposed to teach each other the plays and give each other tips. Yeah. And he's like, 5 of us are going to get cut. And he's just, he's like, football's crazy, man. You're like, especially pro, like at that level, like, would Nicky teach the other guys his positions?
No, he would teach them wrong.
None of them be asking me.
They wouldn't even bother to ask.
No. We'd be like, hey, man, I think maybe if you shoot this gap a little bit, yeah, cool, whatever.
Right? Yeah. Just go. Look, you gotta just go for it.
He'd be like, you just come down the ice, like. They'd be like, what?
See, the trick is to keep your head down the whole time.
When you talk about the movies, it was like, like when you heard the Aaron Rodgers story to Wilson, just sorry, kid. Just like,
and we know the signal. I've had a couple texts. We know that's being taken care of. They're currently taking care of that.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
Okay, Steve. Today, the title of the show.
Oh, let's go.
Is We're in Trouble Tuesday.
Oh my God.
We're in Trouble Tuesday, Steve.
Oh, you must have not. Oh man, nobody told him. Nobody told you.
I'm listening.
Jeff Brom's coach. We don't have to do these anymore. On Tuesday and Wednesday for the last 4 or 5 years where the realization sets in, we're probably not going to win.
That's not true. We won a lot of games under Scott Satterfield.
Like, good chance we should blow Boston College out. It's probably not going to happen.
What do you think about that 14-point spread?
I'm kidding, by the way. That's a little high for me. Yeah, no way I would bet that.
Right?
Yeah.
So, okay. So, are you going to do the Brandon Lang thing and say, that's a trap?
Yeah,
we're gonna wipe the floor with Boston College. That's a trap.
Well, yes,
because here's the thing.
Yeah,
on paper, I'm sorry. When I look at the film, when I listen to the coach, I listen to the coach's interview, I listen to the defensive interview, I listen to all the details about what made this such a good game.
Yeah,
I listen to that. We're in trouble Tuesday. I look at that spread and I say, something's not right here.
Well, it's that. And I mean, not changing. I don't want to change the conversation here, but just to add in, I didn't know until Diener brought it to my attention. Virginia, NC State this weekend.
Okay.
Virginia is terrible. Like, they're probably the worst team in the league.
Okay.
They're playing NC State. Do you know what the spread is?
I'm listening.
It's 9.
Where's the game?
I think it's at Virginia. But still, it's a 9-point spread.
Yeah.
Like, they're the worst team in the conference. Like,
UVA has that. Well, I don't know. Maybe.
But 2 weeks ago, Boston College was the worst team in the conference to you. To be fair.
Maybe. Well,
AJ Dillon ain't walking through that door.
But we're in week 3. JJ Dillon. The 4 Horsemen?
I said AJ Dillon, but JJ Dillon.
You said JJ Dillon. I was like, yeah.
he's getting totally out there.
Yeah. But I mean, I think you're 3 games in now. I think you have a more accurate assessment of who the worst team in the conference is. I think it's probably Virginia. And I'm like, a 9-point spread against
or
NC
people
State.
just trying to figure out their quarterback situation because that makes the biggest difference in the world.
And that brings me back to this. I wonder if Boston College has.
Coach Brom thinks they have.
Yeah. I mean, they've got a pretty athletic dude.
Yeah,
the
the coach was extremely glowing. He was talking about how many more things they can add to the playbook, how many more design runs, how many more. Yeah. I mean, you got to think. Yesterday in Coach Brom's press conference, he said, I'm going to call plays. And he always reminds Jack Plummer, there's going to be between 2 and 5 plays that we're going to call pass plays. But you're just going to have to run the ball. So imagine their coach saying basically the same thing. Athletic, really athletic quarterback who is doing a good job of keeping his eyes downfield and who is coming off of, listen, not to be that guy, but they have a huge burst of adrenaline right now. Like I said,
Sure.
And I don't have to go too far down any of these tributaries of which way this river could go off to, but you have to acknowledge that there is some streams that if this quarterback makes a couple plays early, they're going to be like on super turn around my season, early season, because they got buried pretty bad, pretty early.
But I will also say, let me throw this out there. They were at home. It was their red bandana game that they have every year.
It's 9/11 honoring.
Absolutely. I'm interested to see how we are at home.
Because Boston College has not been on the road. Their coach acknowledged we have been in the same routine. He said we eat the same time, we play at the same time, we go to mass at the same time, we do all these things at the exact same time. Now he's kind of challenging them to be professional, take this as a professional road trip, mixed in with all of their excitement.
Yeah.
So that's a feast or famine kind of mood.
100%.
And
even
Steve, I haven't eaten since Sunday night.
Well, that's your choice. So don't cry about it.
Nikki, Steve has no sympathy for me, no empathy for me. I haven't eaten since Sunday night.
Instead of just going on on a sensible diet, he just decided to stop eating.
It's not about weight loss, Steve.
He's just like,
it's not about the diet.
I'm just not going to eat again.
You do realize you're going to have an opposite effect because your body goes in starvation mode and then it doesn't burn any calories.
That's why I didn't tell Nikki.
Thank you, Nick.
That's why I talked to Nikki about it.
That's okay.
Nikki was going to use his expert ability.
You can lash out all you want. I'm just telling you, you're not going to lose weight.
He's going to find. I just said it's not about the weight loss, Nikki.
Is it for fun?
Yeah,
for torture?
Seriously, dude.
He's just enjoying it.
You got a safe word?
Okay.
He's just dominating himself.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's pretty good.
No, it's okay.
Nick's like, well, the science of it says that you're probably going to lose weight or you're probably going to gain weight. It's going to be
the reverse.
Steve doesn't.
A fat fast.
I forgot Steve doesn't believe in that stuff. My God. My bad.
Yeah, it's awesome.
No, seriously, what is the end game here?
Go look up the benefits of 36-hour fast. And then don't listen. And I know what you did last time. You tried to skip and you tried to nitpick and find listen, Steve, you don't
just try to find words I knew.
You don't realize this. But last time when I told Nikki to look up something, right? I know what comes up right when you type it in. And Nikki,
I did not. I read it in order.
Because he wanted to go with his science narrative so bad.
Wow.
He went to the what was it, the Iraq Journal of Medicine or something. That was nowhere near the top, Steve.
It was the first one that wasn't sponsored. All right. Here we go. I'm showing you guys
36-hour fast. Benefits.
All right. According to Google, this is the first thing that comes up. Here we compile the list of potential benefits of a 36-hour fast. It will lower your heart disease risk. Well, no spit, Sherlock. You're not eating anything. Let's see here. Fasting can lower the risk of developing diabetes.
Now, why did he have to throw in his shaping of the narrative?
Because
why don't you just read?
Fine, I'll just read it. But all of this, okay.
Why don't you just read them?
If you don't have anything in your system, okay.
See what I'm saying?
Fasting can lower the risk of developing diabetes. Again, no spit. You're not eating anything.
Why can't you just read it, Nick?
Sorry. All right. I won't add any other.
This is professional Nikki right here.
I know.
All right. It can improve cognitive function. Now that one I find interesting. Fasting can potentially increase your lifespan. It can induce
autophagy.
What is that word?
Let's keep going.
If can help you lose weight. There's a typo there. All right, I'm opening the page. Because that's all it gave me.
Discredit it because there's a typo.
Okay. Lower heart disease, fasting. Okay, can improve cognitive function. Sorry, I just found the place. Okay, can help you lose weight. All right, that was the last one that said how to do a 36-hour fast. This is the next thing that comes up.
Autophagy.
Yes. So I don't know what the hell that is. Autophagy. Okay, let's see here. Is your body's cellular recycling system. It allows a cell to disassemble its junk parts and repurpose the salvageable bits and pieces into new usable cell parts. Interesting.
There's
A cell can discard the parts it doesn't need. Autophagy is also quality control for your cells.
this is sad. I'm starting to realize, looking at the text line, there's a lot more against you than for you, man.
I don't care.
I mean, no, there's a lot more. Knicks rule the world.
Oh,
Yeah,
geez.
we saw that already.
There's just a lot of just like,
I already lived through that. Don't worry about that.
Science. Science rules, said Bill Nye. No, seriously though, like if you're not doing this for weight loss, why are you doing it? All kidding aside, because like healthy stuff is healthy stuff. I'm down for healthy stuff.
Listen, that stuff you just read,
Right?
autophagy, like all your bad cells get killed. Like your whole body does a full. Like our human bodies are not made to eat 3 meals a day. You're supposed to be hungry. You're supposed to, that's when your brain gets the sharpest when you're
hungry. Really?
Yes, because you don't have any. You're not using your energy on digestion. You're not using your energy on anything except for mental clarity. Your cells killing off all the bad cells. So we basically, it's an oil change to realign. It's a recycling of the cells. Your brain gets sharper. Your focus gets sharper. Your immune system boosts up. You have to go without food for there too.
Now, what are you? Because I mean, you're just drinking water, and I mean, you have to have something like a vitamin or something, right?
Yeah. Magnesium, potassium. You get those. You add a little.
So that way you don't like.
He takes some suppository style too. They
Well, those are just for fun.
absorb faster.
Yeah, it's not the food; it's just the minerals that you need. So.
I kind of want to try this. I'm not even kidding.
No, look. I'm not a doctor. I don't recommend this to anybody. But look it up. Look it up.
What if I do a 24-hour one? I don't think I can give you 36 hours, but
Actually,
I'm at the restaurant tomorrow night. But when I get done with the restaurant, if I go, when I get done at like 10:30, so say I go from 10:30. Oh damn, I'm going to louder. Can I get a beer?
no, absolutely not. No. Listen, really quick. This is. We'll move along and we'll hit our thing. This is what I did. I ate kind of late last night on Sunday night, right?
Okay.
Technically, your fast can't start from the moment you stop eating, right? I woke up in the morning. I had a little warm water, cayenne pepper, empty stomach, empty other system. So I went from 8:00 in the morning, to 8:00 tomorrow morning. Just had a little bit of, water in between, just to stay hydrated. It's important to stay hydrated.
Right.
Okay. Nothing. 8:00 hits. That's a 24-hour one. Plus the sleep, kind of those sleep hours, but I didn't really count the sleep hours. But so about 1:00 today will be 36 hours. Now
How hungry are you?
No, you're not hungry after you get through
Really?
you eat because of routine. You don't really eat a lot because you're hungry.
Yeah, I eat out of boredom.
When they say you need water, but you don't need food for like weeks, and just once you get past the routine, you're good. So Steve,
Yeah.
guess what I got to eat to break the fast?
Oh, what?
Either bone broth,
Yeah, 'cause you can't just go.
or miso soup. Yeah,
Miso.
soup's good.
Yeah,
It-
miso
it-
sounds pretty
It's
good.
a couple things like that.
Meet up at sake later.
Sake bleu.
Yeah, that's it.
Do they have miso soup?
Oh, they probably do. I bet
they do.
Yeah,
I might have to go down there.
I
But
didn't even think about that.
yeah, after the show, 1 o'clock is when
yeah.
is my 36.
That's
so.
awesome, dude.
It is awesome though. I mean, and it was like a discipline thing. Like, are you strong enough? to do that?
Yeah. There is a mental aspect.
Yeah, right. Let me do this. It's a perfect temperature here right now, but let me take care of one of our people, our partners. I remind everybody that temperature control is one of the most valuable resources one can have. If you agree with that sentiment, the DFH company is most certainly the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Make sure you look into the Mitsubishi Mini Split like the one we use here at the 93.9 Studios for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com.
Well, and I'll remind everybody, since Marcus wants to gamble with his health, maybe he'll want to gamble with his money one day. Great transition.
I was blanking Baker-esque.
Yeah. So we're calling all sports fans in Kentucky. Just a few short weeks. DraftKings Sportsbook is going to go live right here in this state starting September 28th. You're going to be able to bet on all your favorite sports from the comfort of your own home with DraftKings. To celebrate, all new customers are going to receive $200 in bonus bets on launch day when you sign up today using code THEVILLE. The DraftKings Sportsbook app is going to offer parlays, props, so much more on your favorite sports. You'll feel the thrill from right there from the comfort of your own home like never before. So don't wait. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code THEVILLE. Get $200 in bonus bets once mobile sports betting goes live only on DraftKings Sportsbook. Coming soon to Kentucky with code THEVILLE. Gambling problem, 1-800-GAMBLER, 18 or older, physically present right here in Kentucky, subject to regulatory and licensing requirements. Bonus bets expire 7 days after they're issued. Bonus bets must be wagered one time, and the stake is not included in the winnings. Terms can be found at sportsbook.draftkings.com/Kentucky.
That was a good read.
939 DeVille.
Oh, snap.
Looking for a rewarding career? One that empowers you to serve your community, change lives, and reach your fullest potential? Become a correctional officer for the Kentucky Department of Corrections and earn up to $28.30 an hour with great benefits. Help create a better, safer Kentucky. Apply today for a correctional officer position in your community at careers.ky.gov. That's careers.ky.gov.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking
About it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Louisville City FC hosts Hartford Athletic on Saturday, October 7th at 7:30. The fan zone opens at 6 o'clock, so arrive early for $2 beers before kickoff. And with only one home game remaining, you won't want to miss out. Tickets, including all-you-can-eat seats, $8 student tickets, and more are available by calling 502-LOU-CITY or heading to LouisCity.com/tickets. It's Lou City hosting Hartford on Saturday, October 7th.
As football season arrives, the DFH company wants to know, which are you more concerned about? Your AC unit getting to the goal line or your heating system making the opening kickoff? Right now, when you buy a complete train system, receive 18-month special financing. It's hard to stop a train, and it's hard to not call DFH Company today at 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
Hey, Cards fans, do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
BetMGM is coming soon to Kentucky, but you can sign up right now with a special early registration offer. Open a BetMGM account today, and you'll receive $100 in bonus bets once the app goes live. It's the best way to be ready for action the moment BetMGM begins accepting wagers, and there's no deposit required. Once you sign up in Kentucky, both your account and balance travel with you across all live states. Get ready to enjoy your favorite sports like never before with the king of sportsbooks. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 plus to wager, Kentucky only. New customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets. Bonus bets expire in 7 days from issuance. BetMGM's license is pending with the Kentucky Horse Racing Commission. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Are you looking for a career that makes a difference? Seven County Services is hiring changemakers to impact the lives of our community with services that include mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities. Our diverse team of mission-focused individuals includes a wide range of professional and support roles. Enjoy a generous compensation package, tuition reimbursement, student loan assistance, paid clinical supervision, and career development opportunities. Seven County Services. It's more than a career, it's a purpose.
Why are Holiday World's Happy Halloween weekends so popular? Let's find out. You, with a square head, what brings you here?
Roller coasters!
And you, ma'am?
The trick-or-treating, live shows, and corn maze are enchanting.
How about you, with the cape?
On Saturdays, 400 drones fill the night sky.
Happy Halloween weekends. Get tickets at holidayworld.com.
Free soft drink!
Free parking!
Free sunscreen! Thank you.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
Does your business need an upgrade in cybersecurity? Odds are, if you're a small business, you do, because that's where criminals prey.
They know small businesses don't have the resources to prevent attacks. That's where our friends at Louisville Geek came in to help us. Not only did they upgrade our outdated computers, they made us safer from attacks.
Louisville Geek has been around for nearly 2 decades. They offer 24/7 support, and their online pricing calculator gives you transparent pricing.
Use who we use at ESPN Louisville. Louisville Geek. LouisvilleGeek.com.
Hey, Card Nation, let's be honest. The real estate market in Kentucky is booming. And whether you want to buy or sell a home, now is the perfect time to do it. With interest rates at an all-time low and programs that can get you in a home for no money down. Want to learn more? It's simple. Just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream JP Pirtle. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second. Call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
Country music singer-songwriter Kylie Morgan loves her ring from Genesis Diamonds.
I wanted something simple and with the stone that I loved, and that's exactly what he got. And then we dressed it up a little bit with the wedding bands, got a little firework action looking around it, and he definitely killed it when it came to choosing the ring.
Kylie's then-fiancé Jay did a lot of research, but chose Genesis because of the reputation, the quality, the personal service, and of course, the value.
Any man can walk through that door and know that, he's not going to be upsold or pressured to buy anything.
Kylie ended up writing a collection of songs about her bridal experience, including the viral sensation Bridesmaids.
I had at least 1,000 DMs asking from future brides where I got my ring, who I worked with because of the viral song. I think everyone kind of just looked at me as the person to ask.
And Kylie's advice to all those girls?
Go to Genesis. It's been a great experience, and they'll take care of you.
Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza.
For the team. Lost the ball. Loose and recovered by the Cardinals. For the city.
Looking over the middle, batted in the air, intercepted.
For the U of L.
To the 20, to the 10, touchdown Cardinals.
Join us Saturday. It's the ACC home opener against Boston College. The Alex R. White Warriors coverage of Cardinal football begins at 2 on your home for Louisville football.
This is the time. Let's play football.
The Louisville Cardinals Sports Network from Learfield.
He already had this song, so. Let me know when you're ready.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. Before I welcome one of our better new partners, your song choice provided by one James Black. And if you thought it was trash, please don't hesitate. 3831-93.9 to let him know that he's losing his touch as fast as humanly possible. Thank you, James Black, for that incredibly trash selection of music. But seriously, a special thanks to one of the newest members of the team, Kentucky and Pump Sales, for every home, business, building, or municipality that all rely on the movement these pumps provide. The moment You need a water or sewage pump. You should be thinking of Kentuckiana Pump Sales. They're like our first responders or essential personnel. Over 35 years of experience, best service, fairest possible price, and it's right in Jeffersonville, Indiana. People, go see Harold. Go see Mark. They'll find out exactly, and I do mean exactly what you need. Utility, sump, affluent, grinder, sewage, anything you need. 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, of course. Or you can give them a call, 812-725-9217, or simply visit KentuckianaPumps.com. Where do you stand?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to reel it back into a serious, like I said, I know you and I kind of go through the same rhythms of today. You know, you say, okay, man, our team, we showed a little better here on defensive line.
Yeah,
defensive push in the middle. Can we contain a scrambling quarterback? Seriously, where are your opinions on the upcoming game more based on motivation levels on both teams? What parts are you thinking are schematic, and what parts do you think are just pure how motivated? Fan interaction, is that a big thing? Because I did put it in my notes, like they could really use a good fan kick in the pants for this one, or not even kick in the pants, a good support, and just in case you're not right, have fans there ready to, like, we could really use a surprisingly large turnout.
I agree
for something like that.
Well, I think you'll get that. Let me start there. I think you'll get that. I mean, the weather. Have you looked at the weather?
I heard. I think Blake and Baker said something.
Amazing.
Okay,
it's going to be amazing. 3:30 game.
Yeah, if we just keep those planes out the sky.
Yeah,
the one plane
I know
that leave the lines in the sky.
Look at it.
Boy, they butchered my sky this morning.
I know. Look at that one right there.
I want to look.
But yeah, I mean, no, listen, I think you're going to get a great crowd. It's going to be a beautiful day, 3:30 game.
What makes you say weather first and foremost?
Well, and excitement.
To get 3-0.
I've heard people say, just how quick. I mean, I was walking through the place in there, and it's just like, well, they're 3-0. Everybody expects them to be 3-0. It's like, no, you're 3-0 for the first time since 2016.
Was that?
I'm not overlooking 3-0. You know what I'm saying? Like 3-0. I mean, you're undefeated right now, and you've got 2 Power 5 wins. Okay,
Big Ten win and an ACC.
Yeah, you're already
win.
1-0. If you win Saturday, you're 4-0, 2-0 in the ACC already.
And did you see the list of by conference? Everybody's still undefeated. That list is shrinking.
Yeah,
actual undefeated teams.
So I think there's going to be an excitement there, and then you couple it with perfect weather. 3:30, perfect time.
Yeah, 3:30 is a good time for
I think 3:30 is the perfect Saturday. You know what I mean? Like home game. Yeah. You get a little bit of daylight, a little bit of night. You get a little bit of both. It's just it's in, and we've had some fun 3:30 memories. Where you're like, oh, man, it kind of brings you back.
Yeah, so, the inferiors, we can get it on at 12.
Yeah. So I'm pumped about that, but I think that will be there now. With all that being said.
Attendance wise,
I think the attendance will be good. I think it's gonna be really good. With that being said, I do. It's getting washed a little bit here. I'm just kind of like, I want to see Jack Plummer be a little more consistent. It's like I'm not that worried. I mean, I will say, for the sake of something different. Right behind that for me is playing a scrambling quarterback.
Playing against a mobile quarterback. Because here's the thing.
And a guy that would rather run than throw. I mean, we haven't done that yet.
Here's the thing. The quarterback we just played was mobile, but he was young. He didn't have the confidence to really just take off and go. He was trying to
A lot of people disappointed in James, by the way.
I did peek over at the text line a little bit. And to be fair, people, James tried to throw Nikki under the bus by saying this was Nikki's.
I know. Nick had some important things to take care of.
James said, yeah, this is Nikki's choice, not mine.
I know.
I'm like, Nikki would never do that.
Now James just sitting in the back, stuffing his face with donuts, powdered donuts.
Look, he just stuck the intern in. So I'm done with him already.
He said, I'm just gonna sit back and just.
Okay, so running quarterback. How do you think we managed the athleticism?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Let's do this.
Because we've played 3 athletic quarterbacks.
I didn't know if you were going to do that.
Okay.
I was going to give you a chance to let yourself off the hook because they were acting like he was like the white version of Lamar Jackson in Georgia.
Oh, God.
Yeah. What was your boy, Andre Ware?
Yeah.
Was it Andre
Yes,
Ware?
Yeah. I mean, it was just like, oh, there you go. Oh, man, Louisville's got to watch him. Oh, my God. And I'm like, Plummer ended up rushing for more than he
Right.
did.
I mean, the dude could run, but it was like you had a preconceived notion that anytime he ran, it was going to be like the unstoppable force versus the movable object. Like, my God. Okay, so I didn't want to bring that part up.
What?
Yeah, that.
Louder than life?
Yeah.
I mean, it's Saturday night. Like,
okay.
You can, if you're going to Louder Than Life, you've probably got all weekend tickets. Saturday's not the best day lineup wise. It's not the Foo Fighters. It's not Green Day.
I heard you discussing with Nikki.
I
recognize all things, but all the bands.
I mean, it's not really my scene,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like I don't think that's going to affect the crowd majorly.
Okay, so.
Most people, if they really wanted to go, they'll just leave and go once it's after the game.
Yeah, you're curious to know what we will do with a uber athletic quarterback.
Yeah,
a runner, a true runner.
Because you remember, I mean,
not a Teddy Bridgewater kind of runner.
No, Haynes King. No, because I think that's more what Jackson this last week was. He could throw the ball, and you could tell he wanted to throw the ball. Murray State's quarterback was a little more run. Ish.
Yeah.
But there's a reason he's at Murray State too, and then Haynes King was a little mixture. This guy's going to be run overthrow, but he's a short guy. He's 5'10", I mean, we have a big defense. I don't want to turn him into,
anything. Yeah.
Seneca Wallace or something, you know what I mean? Like he's not the.
Did you hear in the Jeff Brom press conference? He said it went from comparing him to Russell Wilson, then Russell Wilson to Jeff Brom.
Yeah.
And then Jeff Brom said, well, you said that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying.
He probably like, Russell Wilson sucks.
Yeah, I know.
He's like, are you comparing? Look, that used to be a compliment. Now Russell Wilson, he's about to be ran out the league. It's like,
I know.
Yeah, Jeff used to be the Russell Wilson. He's like, excuse me? What did you just say to me?
Come here.
Yeah, they used to, like I said, once he got paid, it's like, yeah, that's not a compliment.
Yeah, and the texter said they're double dutying. I think a lot of people would do that because I mean, you could come to the game and then just head over to the concert. No,
yeah,
I'll still catch the main act.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's one of those things. If you want an excuse like this,
yeah, and there might be some that hey, they're festival heads and they want to go. I get it, but yeah, man, I will be watching that.
So number 2 concern for you is how do we?
But man, we got
contain
to
a quarterback
though. So even if he can run,
if you don't get pressure, man, I don't want my secondary off their keys, man. Trying to come up and tackle a quarterback.
Yeah,
I need them stuck with the guys.
Okay, but is this more D line or linebacker with a running back that good? Or
a quarterback,
a running quarterback. Yeah.
It's time for our line to have a performance against quarterbacks.
I would agree, but I
mean, that's the easy answer. That's the ideal answer.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, push, just make him uncomfortable up front would be nice,
right? Okay,
but our backers got to tackle too. I mean,
listen, just between me and you. Mm-hmm. Would you be down to touch the quarterback up a little, put a little extra stink on the quarterback, a little under the pile? He was giving them the business under the pile.
You know what? Yes and no. Here's the problem with that. With what happened to Travis Hunter, they're going to be waiting this week to throw flags.
They're going to throw everybody out of every game
because they got a bad look on that one because he ended up being out for 3 weeks.
Yep. Lacerated liver.
Yeah. I mean, so I think they're going to be just waiting to flag people. So I'm almost like, stay away from people. This guy.
I would never say it to my players, though.
I know. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either.
Savage.
But we are a team that has already been called for that a few times, which I don't mind. I like us finishing tackles.
I have to. Yeah. Are you to the point where you almost sacrifice one a game?
Probably.
You just have to count on.
Yeah,
to be where you want to be hitting. Man, did you look at LSU the way they hit?
Yeah,
man?
yeah.
And it's like you have to establish that kind of hitting all the time. Like we're gonna make this referee throw to everybody out the game.
But we've got dudes to do. I mean, Quinn finishes plays like that. I mean, Ben Perry will finish those plays. Gilbert Frierson has played well. I mean, because I'm kind of saying those guys because like I want to correct myself a little bit. I don't want it to sound like I was acting like the linebackers haven't been tackled. I feel like they tackle well,
But you mean established tackle where it's like kind of enforcement tackle?
Yeah. Texture, we've got a lot of text. I've really missed the text line today. D-line has to set the edge and backers have to smash the middle. I mean, I agree with that. I think.
Okay, are you setting edges with a quarterback that can run like that?
Yeah, I think so. I think so because you want to funnel him.
Or do you do the kind of the mush rush? Like we use that word
probably
a couple times.
Because I want to funnel you.
Yeah, we right. A gate kind of. I heard the coach talking about gate him up. Instead of
and then get off your block, and the ideal position there is that you get off the block as the D line, and you get him right there as he's coming through the line.
But he's much more comfortable outside of the tackles. Then
he can throw the football too, man.
Okay, in that competition,
I mean,
do you take our corners?
Yes, I love our. I love our.
You'd rather test them than test your line.
Yes,
that's my point. You'd feel safer.
Like if he beat us, I think it would be more. He beat us.
Make him beat us with his arm.
Yes, I'm looking though against FSU. Boy, I'll tell you what, man. There's a curse on phones. If you need something. You're like, nah, look, it's just like, nope.
The phone senses how bad you need it.
Yeah, and it's like, boom, nope, not gonna work. Let's punch it. Yeah, let's just wait. Let's wait on iPhone. Everybody, look, the iPhone 15's coming out, so God forbid everybody that's got anything below that,
everything's
just
your
screwed.
Phone is shutting down.
Okay, against Florida State, I mean, this kid threw for 305 yards. Pretty good. I mean, he had a quarterback rating of 78. He rushed for 95 on 16 carries.
Yeah, but Florida State was just looking on to Clemson.
Could be. Well, there's been a lot of that. I've saw some of that in our text line too. People asking how much of that was Florida State just not being on their game.
Florida State, but I here's the thing. I don't want to. I'm kind of talking sarcastically, but I'll be fair to them because I always felt one of those kiss of deaths, is personal kiss of deaths, is getting up early quick.
Mm-hmm.
We experienced it.
Yeah.
Getting up early quick. And I don't think we took our foot off the gas.
No.
I think we just didn't execute some opportunities, but I don't think that was from that wasn't conservative play calling all of a sudden,
Yeah.
I mean, it's the difference between smart play calling and conservative play calling.
And it takes me back to the first thing I said. I know it's getting boring, but it's like kind of look back to Jack Plummer because I'm like, did Brom take his foot off the gas a little bit because he didn't feel like you were going to make the play?
I mean, I didn't feel like there were any predictable calls where it was like, does this make sense?
No, because we run the ball well.
Yeah, predictable calls where I just say, okay, that play you didn't want Jack throwing the ball.
Sure.
Maybe one play where I just thought, hey, 2 incompletes and you just like, hey, yeah, we'll get you over here and talk to you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, maybe, but I didn't see a lot of. I knew it. The other team knew it. You got scared. They called your bluff. You ran it. Now you're punting. So like we used to have this one coach where you could tell.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what's coming here.
Hey, you had this one coach where if you were up by 5 or 6 points,
we run the ball good enough that I feel comfortable with leads in the fourth quarter where I'm like, nah, we can,
Well, they sniffed out our little trick play, didn't they?
Yeah, that was. Well, I don't even know if they sniffed it out. I think Casey. I talked about him last week. I think Casey just blew it up,
just made a play.
Yeah, and I think it was like, oh, here we are. Like I don't know that he knew the play.
We didn't fumble that ball.
Yeah,
I'm glad we didn't fumble. That's one of those that should get credit too.
Yeah,
like you can tell they've executed that play at full speed where they knew no matter what, we cannot lose this football.
No, I agree.
And I think they do a good job of, like when you want to reverse it, some people hand them off, some people kind of like toss them out in front of you.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we've done a good job of just kind of laying the ball out.
Yeah.
So both guys can work full speed. We haven't had any collisions on our crossing routes. So our execution has been nice. You're just gonna be on Jack. All right, you sound like Matt. Matt's winning you over.
I know. I'm like he's constantly in my ear. So Matt is persuading me, and I'll let Matt persuade me in football sometimes. But I will not let Matt persuade me when it comes to my money. So Matt, stay away from me on my gambling stuff, okay?
Well, speaking of that, Steve, I think I should remind everybody, and I'll do it during the commercial break or after the commercial break, about a new deal from DraftKings.
Okay. Well, then you know what? I'll just remind people right now.
Fire away.
You can do it then. Calling all sports fans in the state of Kentucky in just a few short weeks. DraftKings Sportsbook is going to be live right here in this state starting September 28th. You'll be able to bet on all your favorite sports from the comfort of your own home. To celebrate, all new customers will receive $200 in bets on launch day. What?
Go.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was like, what are we doing here? Oh, no.
He's fine.
Oh, okay. All right. I was like, my bad. All new customers will receive $200 in bonus bets on launch day when you sign up today using promo code THEVILLE. The DraftKings Sportsbook app offers parlays, props, and so much more on your favorite sports. You'll feel the thrill of the game like never before. Don't wait. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use code THEVILLE. Get $200 in bonus bets once mobile sports betting goes live. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Coming soon to Kentucky with code THEVILLE. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 18 or older. Physically present in Kentucky. Subject to regulatory and licensing requirements. Bonus bets expire 7 days after they're issued. Bonus bets must be wagered one time. The stakes not included in the winnings. Look at terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/Kentucky.
9th through Niceville.
I know them reads along.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold craft, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Tech-savvy professionals delivering equipment, technology, and service for all your office network and print communication needs. Look no further.
Just whistle for duplicator sales and service.
High-quality office equipment, print, and IT solutions at fair and transparent pricing. That is Duplicator's commitment to you. Your tech-savvy office equipment and outsourced IT professionals can simplify your daily work process wherever you find yourself working with world-class network business machines and solutions from Rico and 7.
For today and tomorrow.
And that commitment continues with their commercial print and mailing division, Derby City Litho. Check out the Rico Pro Z7210 graphic print system providing superior color output. Duplicator Sales, Derby City Litho, Corporate Mailing Systems, Rico and 7. Call them at 502-589-5555 or visit them online, duplicatorsales.net, or at their store, 831 East Broadway, Louisville, with offices in Elizabethtown, Lexington, Paducah.
Just whistle for duplicator sales and service.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com. Hey, Cards fans, do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis
that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
Hi, Kentuckiana. Scott Davenport of Bellarmine Basketball here. I want to share with you my experience with the amazing team at Fitness Market. When Bellarmine needed an upgrade to one of our team training rooms, I knew Fitness Market was where I needed to go. When I visited their showroom, I was absolutely blown away at the huge selection of fitness equipment that they had in stock. Everything we possibly could need or you could possibly want in your workout room. What was even better was the personal service I received. As you know, I'm big on family and team. And that is why I love shopping there. It is truly a family-first business, and they made me feel part of the Fitness Market family and team. As soon as I walk through the door, the Whiters and their employees go out of their way to make customers happy, and they will do the same for you. Whether you need equipment for a large commercial space like we did at Bellarmine, or you just need something small for your home workout facility, go see the great team over at Fitness Market. I promise you, you will be as amazed as I was. They are all about team and customer service.
Louisville, you've seen prices rise from the dinner table to the pump, but your local Allstate agent, Juan Gomez, is seeing ways to save you money on insurance. From starting a new policy to bundling coverage or even driving safely, the Gomez Insurance Agency knows how to maximize your savings. Contact them today at GomezInsuranceAgency.com to see how you can start saving with Allstate. That's GOMES InsuranceAgency.com. Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
The Elevate NIL program is helping Louisville student athletes maximize their earning potential through name, image, and likeness. If you're a business or individual interested in working with U of L student athletes, sign up now for the Cards NIL Exchange at gocards.com/cards NIL Exchange, or support with a gift to the 502 Circle Collective at 502circle.com. Louisville is at the forefront of college athletics, and you can have a direct impact on its success. Go Cards!
This time of year is Louisville's time to shine. And whether it's the beautiful sights at the track, the crack of the baseball bat at a AAA baseball game, or just the natural beauty that is the Bluegrass State, you're always reminded that there's no better place to live than right here in the Ville. So when you make that choice to buy or sell a home, call a real estate agent that knows this area, that was born and raised in this area. Call Josh Jarbo. When working with Josh, you get a RE/MAX Properties East managing broker that has the knowledge, experience, and connections to make the home buying or selling process easier than ever before. So don't put it off any longer. Call Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590. That's 502-216-7590 and make Louisville or the surrounding area your home today.
Hey, guys, do one of you want to do a DraftKings here?
Your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville.
A little piece of exciting news for all sports fans in Kentucky. In just a few short weeks, DraftKings Sportsbook will be live in your state. Starting September 28th, you'll be able to bet on all your favorite sports from the comfort of your own home with DraftKings. To celebrate, all new customers will receive $200 in bonus bets on launch day when you sign up today using promo code TheVille. The DraftKings Sportsbook app offers parlays, props, and so much more on all your favorite sports. You'll feel the thrill of the game like never before. Don't wait. Download DraftKings Sportsbook app now and sign up with code TheVille to get $200 in bonus bets once mobile sports betting goes live. only on DraftKings Sportsbook, coming soon to Kentucky with code THEVILLE. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER, 18 and over. Physically present in Kentucky, subject to regulatory and licensing requirements. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Bonus bets must be wagered one time, and the stake is not included in the winnings. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/KY.
You can give it to your girl, or share with a squirrel. Buy by the case, or pour it in your face. Hey, it's our drink of tomorrow. LA, new kind of taste. LA, it's our drink of tomorrow. LA, it's from another place. Crisp, clean, LA.
It's back to school time, and what better way to start the year than with a fresh new haircut? Big League Haircuts. They continue to give you the best haircut value in the Ville. Every Tuesday and Wednesday, 5-0 Tuesdays. Get $5 off a haircut ticket of 2 or more. Bring the whole family. 2 area locations, J-Town at 12613 Taylorsville Road and Fern Creek at 6508 Bardstown Road. Serving the Ville for over 20 years. Play hard and look good at Big League Haircuts.
There are ordinary hotels, and there's the Four Seasons. There are ordinary cars, and there's the Rolls-Royce. There are ordinary handbags, and there's Gucci. There are ordinary engagement rings, and there's Genesis.
What part did you want from it?
Ring is unlike any other. Artistic, innovative.
The one of him just talking to the girl, Marissa Tomei, I could start it. That's about 90 seconds.
This ring is considered the gold standard in bridal, with no compromises, no cut corners, nothing short of perfection. We have the look, the style every woman dreams about. At Genesis, you'll find dozens of exclusive world-class bridal designers who are revered for their attention to detail, exceptional vision, and superior craftsmanship. A Genesis ring rises to the occasion, reflecting her style, her unique personality, her confidence, her individuality. In a world filled with ordinary, for this moment, choose extraordinary. Choose Genesis. Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza.
Saving up for your goals should be effortless. That's why Commonwealth Credit Union invented Roundup. Roundup automatically puts money into your savings account by rounding up every purchase to the nearest dollar. In fact, last year, our members saved $5.5 million just through Roundup. We'll even match your savings for the first 90 days. Visit ccuky.org/Roundup to learn more and make your savings effortless. Only from Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you differently. Insured by NCUA. Call us 1-800-228-6420 for details.
Did one of you do a second DraftKings while I was in there? You did or you did? You did? Okay, great. All right. So we're... All right. Okay, cool. Wow, we might actually hit him today. Sweet.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven. 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. The city's looking really good right now.
It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Nikki, pull it down for me real quick. I want to give a quick shout out. Okay. I want to give a quick shout out to a young man. His name was Jake Luxemburger. Some people have heard the story. I don't have to go into the story, but young man lost his life last week. He was just 9 years old or so. Yeah, it was just, you can look up the story. I don't want to go into the story. But just want to shout that family out, man, because I can't imagine, you know, there's no words to say at that point. You know what I mean? But Jake was a big Cards fan. So, and the family is listening to the show, you know, and stuff like that. So, sorry, I've got kids. When you're talking about that, you're like, But anyways, man, just want to give them a shout out, you know, because that's, I can't imagine. But thank you, you know, big Cards fan. I know they're having a celebration for them. And, man, that's just,
it's incredible that they got enough strength, to be able to say, hey man, let's celebrate his life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty awesome.
And you know me, I'm always like every
sure.
loss we've had.
Hey man, you always try to look at it and say, hey, this is the time I got with him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So just a huge shout out to the Luxembourg family, and they are really just from another parent. It's very inspiring how you guys are handling this and watching this, and man, shout out to so remember Jake, as you're going along in your day today.
Okay, so Steve, are you still in football mode? Because there's one kind of question I want.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, not now football, but future football.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, you and I were both kind of, I don't want to say surprised, but we kind of like, it was a good stat to see. It was one of those things like, if you had a future that you would have easily said last year, I bet you that Coach Brom has 2 of the leading either rushers or receivers in the entire conference. Would you have said that?
Yeah.
Like, I think you and I both, like,
maybe not number 1.
When you saw what he did with Rondale Moore and just how he was a real big playmaker guy and creative with the playmakers.
I saw what he did with the white receiver named Charlie.
Charlie. Yeah, Charlie. What's the name? Charlie. Yeah, just like you say, okay, he's
Charlie Jones.
It's not a fluke. It's not a fluke. Listen, if you can catch the ball, he can get you in a position where you can catch the ball. Right now, how much off the field recruiting momentum do you think he's getting by boasting a stat that you have the number 1 rusher and the number 1 receiver in the conference? Is that something that do you get that to your marketing department? Do you say, hey, we need all kind of write-ups, we need this repeated, we need this shared, we need this, we need to draw some attention to the fact that through 3 and they have a stat. There's 5 players. I think this is a Kelly Dickey stat. So if it's from somebody else, you just fell victim to the Kelly Dickey umbrella. Or I just assume you stole it from Kelly Dickey. At 5 players, Power 5.
Yeah.
With multiple plays over 70 yards. Louisville has 2 of them. Is that our talent, or is that yet again?
No, that's Brom. Yeah, that's Brom.
That's
because listen, the last 4 years, one thing I will say about Satterfield is, we've had some dudes in here. When I've got Malik and I've got Jahar Jordan's been a running back, a 3rd string running back on this team at times, behind 2 guys that he probably deserved to be behind.
Xavier.
Yeah, they're dudes, man. They're real. We're bringing in Tyne Evans, we're bringing in guys. We've had dudes.
Yeah.
We've had Tutu Atwell, we've had, the list, Des Fitzpatrick, the list goes on.
I gotta cut him loose.
Who?
Tutu.
I
have a really deep league. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, I think that when you see that is totally a Jeff Brom thing.
Explosion plays.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because again, I can go back and show you. He did it with Charlie Jones. He did it with Rondale Moore. He did it with, Chris Bell. David Bell. He did it with, it was my guy from Christian Academy. I think he ended up going to an NFL supplemental draft.
No, tell me.
Gosh, big time player.
You're the name
recently.
guy.
Oh, it's going to kill me now. It's going to really annoy me because I know the kid's name. Anyways. But yeah, they're dudes.
2 players, two players on the team out of the top 5 with multiple plus 70 plays.
Yeah, Jones. Yeah, he's a receiver on the
we
Bengals.
have at least 4 over 70 yard plays.
Yeah, already
3 games into the season.
Yeah, and could have had more. The throw that we missed in Georgia Tech. I think now, especially now, at the time I thought it.
Chris Bell dropped his.
Now retroactively.
Was Bell supposed to be?
Milton Wright. Gosh, thank you, B Hall.
Milton Wright was good.
Yeah, it was B Hall, man.
Brian
shout out, Brian. Milton Wright. Gosh, man, that was going to drive me nuts. I'm like, I've said this name a million times.
Call us, Brian.
Yeah, man, we miss Brian, dude. Yeah.
No, seriously, call us, Brian.
For the love of God.
Now that sports have officially kicked off.
Hey, Brian, you sure you don't miss work?
Okay, Milton Wright. Yeah, Milton Wright.
Yeah.
This one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, man, just the dudes that he's done it with over time. I mean, you look back at the running backs. You remember, and this is going to be funny. You remember that running back that carved up Ohio State?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Right.
No,
I get your point.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was like, no, not right.
Yeah. No, I get your point.
Yeah. Nobody knows. You don't care because it didn't matter. You know, it's like these are dudes that he can take, and his scheme is going to do that. And then when I look back and I say, man, we had that many plays. I look back, I say, now I know Thrash would have scored on that touchdown. Now he would have almost got caught, but he would have scored.
You know what's fun? Don't say that. He's not getting caught.
Jamari, run.
You know what though? You know what I will say? You know what the difference is, Steve?
Bro, you got to really want a cigarette, dude. To be looking down in the crevice of the sidewalks to find cigarettes that are just a little bit.
Do you know how much cigarettes cost now?
Not smoke.
Compared to what they used to cost?
Okay, if it's that, I think I would be like, okay, I feel you.
Yeah, just the price. It got priced out.
Thanks, Biden.
I will say this, Steve.
Yeah, why won't Kenny Payne come on your show? Let's just, text her. Let's just blow it up.
Want me to call him?
Why won't he come on your show?
Because what we talk about individually is not what we can talk about on the show. It's too much inside information.
You know what people want to hear.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that. Actually, we will get to that.
Okay.
This will be the last thing I say before we move along. Tell me what you think about this.
Okay.
I was kind of thinking about what am I enjoying so much about this, right? I've had coaches with explosive plays, and like you and I talked about, Coach Satterfield, you had dudes who had some big time explosive plays. It always felt like, though, when we have the system versus player thing, does it feel like to you, like it does to me, that first of all, Coach Brown has a lot of different plays that are explosive plays, and they look more creative than, because it's like we knew in the goal line, Satterfield would run a stretch to the right, and then he'd get his fastest dude. If we got tackled, he would put his fastest guy in the slot, and he would try to do the long pass out to the left to score. And then the third red zone play would be some kind of draw.
Yeah.
But it was just like you could see what he was setting up, and you knew that, you knew it was just these two plays were coming. And kudos to the coaches who are successful by making guys execute simplicity. I think there's something to be said to that.
I agree.
Making guys execute simple. We have 8 plays. If you run our 8 plays right,
it's called a system.
Yeah, it's a system. Yeah. You can win a lot of games, right? But I almost feel like the IQ of the players under Brom, to be able to run a much tougher system, or like sometimes I can't tell. Does it look more creative?
No, it's tougher.
Yeah.
It's tougher.
Yeah.
I remember the first time just seeing a Bobby Petrino playbook and then listening to other people who were there's a lot happening there. Listening to other guys who because you could say, well, Steve, yeah, but you weren't, like you were a low-level player. I'm like, yeah, but I listened to other guys who weren't low-level players that were like older guys that were telling young, like, no, 4 or 5 stars,
I know different.
You better get in the lab on that playbook.
Yeah,
there's a lot.
I know locker rooms and I know playbooks.
Yeah, and knowing Coach Brahms, that's why I say we can get aggravated with Jack Plummer sometimes. We're not 3-0 without Jack Plummer.
Right. And you're not looking this veteran this early without a veteran quarterback.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've you count on one hand how many bad calls you saw.
Oh yeah.
Just
one pick six changes either Indiana or Georgia Tech. One fumble, one quarterback's dancing around back there, and there goes the ball. Look at Alabama. I mean, they're just
it's a rotating door of quarterback. They're going back to my one guy, number 4. They're like, hey, let's try you again. I mean, Plummer has, for as aggravated as I and others have gotten.
We almost need a disclaimer every show that, like, hey, we're looking at him because we know the ceiling goes through him.
Yes.
Not the floor.
But we also acknowledge, like, you're probably not where you're at without him. And what I mean is 3-0. Because you've only covered the spread once. I mean,
so Brock Dillman would be what, 2-0 or 2-1?
I don't know. I trust Brock in situations, but man,
not as a starter.
But Jack knew that playbook, man. That's what it would depend on me. How much did Brock pick up the playbook?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, even Brock though. I mean, what if one of those touchdowns that Plummer threw to Thrash get knocked down?
Because of size or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always about that.
And I will say this. I mean, of course you can do that. You can say, okay, maybe Brock hits the slants sharper.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Or like I said, I really feel like Jack Plummer throws away from trouble more than he throws to his receiver.
I agree.
It just keeps the ball away from getting stolen. No matter what. I know you can at least catch the ball. Like, you might not be able to run afterwards, but I can get a catchable ball to you. And he hasn't got any. Maybe only one guy he got crushed. I think that's one too. I mean, the late throw to the running back, you might have got somebody put in a vulnerable situation.
I don't think he's really hung guys out there. I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, there was one.
I think a late to the running back
deep screen. That was kind of like, ooh, here it comes, and I think that one ended up just going out of bounds. But it was like,
Steve. So you got one of those screens coming to you. Do you purposely drop it? He's late on a wide receiver screen. You're out there catching it. Would you knock it down and let it go over your head?
Yes.
You would do that to avoid.
Nobody wants to be Reggie Bush. Oh, that was the worst one ever, man. Like, was that Drew Brees? Did Drew Brees hang him out like that?
Yeah. Golly. I mean, what do you?
That almost looked like hazing. Like,
what do you do?
I look at Drew and I'm like, there's no way.
You listen. I better have a watch. I bet when I come back to work tomorrow, I better be watching.
Yeah. There should be a present because I'm a top 5 pick in my rookie season, and you just did that to me.
If you don't have a watch there,
that's your ribs, man. That's everything. I mean, you see how Travis Hunter got hit this weekend? I mean, that was a lacerated liver. It's like
DraftKings.
People, let's just get the elephant out the room. Gambling starts soon in Kentucky, and we all want to make sure DraftKings really wants to be a part of it. I mean, they really want you to be a part of gambling in Kentucky. So I'm going to call all fans, or I'm going to put out a calling to all sports fans in Kentucky. In just a few short weeks, DraftKings Sportsbook will be live in your state. Starting September 28th, you'll be able to bet on all your favorite sports from the comfort of your own home with DraftKings. And to celebrate, all new customers will receive $200 in bonus bets on launch day when you sign up today using code THEVILLE. The DraftKings Sportsbook app offers parlays, props, and so much more on all your favorite sports. You'll feel the thrill of the game like never before. Don't wait. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and sign in with promo code THEVILLE to get $200 in bonus bets once your mobile sports betting app goes live. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook, coming soon to Kentucky with code THEVILLE. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 18 over, physically present in Kentucky, subject to regulatory and licensing requirements. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Bonus bets must be wagered one time, and stake is not included in winnings. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/Kentucky. Quick commercial break.
Wait. Can we wish Rick Pitino a happy birthday? Unless you guys did it while I was in the meeting and I missed that. It's evidently Rick Pitino's birthday. I feel like we should, wish Ricky P happy birthday, yeah?
I'm just mad now.
I just stomped on my next transition to.
Sorry. You can take a break and reset.
No. Hey, Steve, did you hear about that lost airplane?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
Did they find it?
Did they?
Yeah.
Where was it?
It was in a field. They found it in a field.
Shut up, Steve.
Yeah, go look it up.
Somebody just landed it and just parked it in the field.
I don't know if it landed or crashed, but they found it.
So is that pilot in trouble, or
I don't even know if he's alive.
I was gonna say there's no way he's.
Well, I mean, like
he's not gonna talk to CNN, is he?
Was it like a crash landing or like crash? Sadly,
or did he just
eject?
Yeah,
I don't know. I just know they found the plane.
I'm glad they found it.
I don't know. These planes are remote controlled now, so
look,
ain't no telling.
I'm gonna type in plane found.
Pilots. Do they even have pilots anymore?
Debris from missing F-35
Did y'all just watch Top Gun?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Found.
Why would you have a live air? That was sensational in the movie. Why would you even have a pilot in real life? And listen, I like the human element too, and I am one for fantasy and all that. Listen, they've been having manless planes since at least 2011, probably. Texas says he ejected.
Yeah. So they found it in South Carolina.
Hey, Steve. I looked at a thing. Tell me you think this is real about rewiring your neural pathways.
Okay.
Can you brush your teeth with either hand?
Yeah.
I've actually tried it with my left hand. Every time I'm feeling like, man, I got the world on a string. I'm pooping ice cream. Ain't no one touching me. I'm stunting on everybody. I actually do that to humble myself. Now I can do it, but I'm not good. There's other things I can do with my left hand really, really good.
I'm going to try that.
Not brushing my teeth.
Quick commercial break, 939 Deville.
It's talking about flossing.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold craft, tap, can, or bottled beer, 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
This time of year is Louisville's time to shine. And whether it's the beautiful sights at the track, the crack of the baseball bat at a AAA baseball game, or just the natural beauty that is the Bluegrass State, you're always reminded that there's no better place to live than right here in the Ville. So when you make that choice to buy or sell,
yeah, let's here we'll go in about a minute.
You get a Remax property.
I know this is a pain. Sorry, boys.
That has the knowledge, experience, and connections to make the home buying or selling process easier than ever before. So don't put it off any longer.
For what it's worth. Never mind. Stream's on.
7590. That's 502-216-7590. And make Louisville or the surrounding area your home today.
Most people don't put much thought into the value
after this
water or sewage pump until they
I have to record 30 seconds on either end.
Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Hey, everybody. Steve Rummage from Middays with Marcus Maben here. I want to remind everybody we're calling all sports fans in the state of Kentucky in just a few short weeks. DraftKings Sportsbook is going to be live right here in this state. Starting September 28th, you're going to be able to bet on all your favorite sports from the comfort of your own home with DraftKings. To celebrate, all new customers are getting $200 in bonus bets on launch day if you go ahead and